Hi, I'm there with the
Hello.
Premier League.
Yes.
I know you and Sonny had a very much time
Yes.
back in England. So Sonny told us that you advised him about the traffic in LA. So what advice?
About the traffic, yes.
Yeah. So what advice specifically have you gave to Sonny besides traffic?
Well, I think it's a private discussion, between him and me. Obviously, Sony had a lot of questions about the club, about the city, about the league, and I think I've been really honest towards him, and I presented, everything. At the end of the day, it's his decision, and it's amazing, to be together again, in our career. It's a new chapter with a different jersey, but with the same ambition, same motivation. We all know Sony, how much humble he is, how nice he is. But at the end of the day, we cannot forget that he's a big competitor. He was the captain of Spurs for the last 2 years. He's the captain of his national team. There is a World Cup in 1 year. So there's a lot of things, ahead of him, and he's here with plenty of motivation, and so we are looking forward, to start this new chapter with Sonny.
And based on your experience of Sonny, so how it could technically contribute to the team and strengthen the team?
Yeah, it's with Sonny, it's really easy. First of all, he will adapt really well to the team, to the system, to the coach demand. He's got all the ability, and then he will be really helpful to the team, but also he can make the difference on his own. He doesn't need anybody. When he decides to go 1v1, and he can make the difference at any moment. Obviously, he's right foot, left foot. He can play on the left, can play number 9. To have such a player of his standard, it will be really easy to deal with, and also he made the decision to come here at 33 years old, so he's still young, he's still fresh. He's got good legs, also, when you look at the characteristic of the league, there is a lot of space to explore, and when you look at his ability to take the space, to run into the space, is going to be really interesting to see. And then we all looking forward to see the partnership with Denis Bouanga, or one of our key players. And then we all know Sonny, that is really dedicated to his team. He's got a really big teamwork ethic. So yes, obviously there is only positive things to say, and we are looking forward to start this new chapter with him.
Is this beyond your wildest imagination?
Well, I didn't expect him to come, but at the end of the day, he spent 10 years at Spurs. He did everything that he could. He won the Europa League last season. He achieved so much, in the Premier League, in terms of stats, in terms of image. He's well respected all around the world. And I understand that you arrive at one stage in your career, you need a new target, a new objective. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. It's gonna bring luck. And seeing him coming to the MLS, it's great, for the league, great for the city, great for the club. Also great for our team, because it's a kind of example. There is plenty of things to learn from him, the way he trains, the way he prepares himself, the way he competes. So I expect, him to have a really big impact, in the global view, So let's see. I don't know in terms of administration if he will be qualified for the game of tomorrow. But we all can't wait, to see him with the team.
Yeah. And for you, I guess the first time you saw him was yesterday morning. He was here for his medicals.
Yeah.
How was that first interaction with you guys?
It's like we never left each other. It's been almost 1 year and a half that we haven't seen each other, but he's a sunshine. He's so positive, and everybody who is going to talk about Sonny, he will be so positive. Honestly, I'm really excited, to start this new chapter with him. We've spent almost 8 years together. It's a lot, sharing our days, so many games, so many training sessions together. So, yeah, it's really interesting to see this, this relation again in a different environment. But I guarantee you that there is still this motivation, this ambition in his eyes, so it's a very great addition to the team.
Nice. Just one more. He addressed you immediately as captain in the press conference, and he said if he doesn't listen to you, you're going to kill him. And
No.
we all saw what happened in 2020. Amazing insight. The cameras were there. Does this moment bond you? Like you come?
I don't like the perception of this clip, of this episode, because at the end of the day, we have such a great relation, and if you put this episode out of context, it's you can say whatever you want, but we are so close that is just showing you at such a level, with the pressure of the result, with the ambition, to get the top 4 at that time, that at the end of the day we are competitor, and we express ourselves, and sometimes it's a little bit borderline, but I remember at the end of the game was already done, and we move forward. It's and it happened, also with other players. It's the life of the changing room. At that time, I made a mistake, because you can do whatever you want inside the changing room, but on the field, it's better to avoid, But sometimes you cannot control emotion, and that's what happened. But it's just an old story, and probably we like to take it in a funny way, but again, sometimes we forget to mention that Sonny has personality, he has character. He was the captain for Spurs the last 2 years. He's been the captain for so many years for his country, so he knows what is responsibility, he knows what is ambition, and again, it's a fantastic addition for a team, for the future of the club.
Big week for you guys, clearly. What's it been like for you to have finalized the deal for Son, and has he been around the team so far? What do you make of him as a signing?
Yeah, it's obviously an incredible signing for LAFC and for the MLS, and I think we're a club that's well prepared for it, and I'm really happy for the player and for Sonny, and obviously for everyone involved here at LAFC. It's going to be I think a great matchup. I think his personality and obviously his quality on the field are going to help us on and off the field, which is the ideal situation in any transfer. He has been around the group. He's been a pleasure. He's full of smiles, very charismatic. And we're just looking forward to get through the immigration process as soon as possible to get him on the field with the team.
Now, he can't play or do anything until all that's finalized, right? He can't practice. He can't.
That's correct, yeah.
What can he do? Can he show up and hang out with you guys, or what?
Yes, and he can train on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions before.
So, how was you going to? By the way, I'm Derek with the Korea Daily.
Hi, Derek.
How was you going to utilize Sonny? Are there any specific positions that you consider?
Well, I think our attack at LAFC is pretty clear how we've been playing for the past 8 seasons, really. It's with 3 attackers, and those 3 attackers are pretty interchangeable. And so any one of the front 3 positions, not different from what he has played throughout his career. He can sometimes be on the right, sometimes on the left, and sometimes through the middle, where I think he will be most of the time.
Well, people see that Sonny and Guanga's position might be overlapped during the season. So, do you have any thoughts about that?
I think those 2 can be very good together.
You mean within the same position?
Not the same position on the field together. Whether Denis plays in the middle for 10 minutes and Sonny on the left for those 10 minutes, or vice versa, I don't think that matters. That's actually something we encourage our players to do. It's also more difficult for defenders to get a hold of 2 players and to understand the traits and personalities of 2 players, or behaviors, better said, than just one. So our attackers have the freedom to interchange, and we think that is an important part of our game model.
Did I hear you said you think your Son will play in the middle for you? That's where you see him most?
It's one of the 3 positions, yeah.
Sure. But I thought I heard you say that you could see him in that spot.
I gotta unpack that. I thought you said hearsay.
I stumbled a little bit because I wasn't sure if I heard.
No, you did hear me say that. But we have had Denis through the middle this year as well, and I am open to everything. The only thing that's important is that we continue to score goals and increase the amount of goals we've scored. And I don't have a personal preference. I will need to see it in training to figure out what's best for the club.
As far as then, he wasn't in the 18 last match. He's healthy, he's fine, he's ready to go.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You just felt he needed the time off to stay away from the team for a day, or is that what was your?
Yeah, coach's choice. Didn't think he was ready to play.
Away days have been difficult for the team this year, and you have 3 in a row now. How do you adjust and improve based on, getting the results on the road, things that didn't materialize earlier in the season?
Yeah, it's a good point. We've talked about it this morning, actually, and it's for every MLS team on the road, it's difficult, and I think statistics will clearly back that statement up. I think it's a mixture of things. It's travel, it's fatigue. We've had a lot of games this year in congestion periods. I think 26 of the games we've played already have come in a congestion period, meaning that's more than 3 games, or 3 games in a week. It's about 4 games, call it in 12 days or whatever. That is a lot. That is almost the entire season of 34, 35 games I think we've had now. And so that's not common. And a lot of those difficult games have been away from home. And so it's a little bit of a scheduling issue as well thrown in there, which would explain the fatigue. But beyond that, I think what we can correct, I think our mentality has not been always fantastic on the road, where we play this in the same manner, with the same confidence, with the same aggression and the same demeanor that we play at home. And that's what I'm looking to improve for the next 3 away games for sure.
Do you have an update on Jeremy Ebobisse?
It's a soft tissue injury, and he's going to be out for multiple weeks.
Otherwise, health-wise, at this point, still pretty good, or any other?
Yeah, no. Things have remained calm and the same.
So is there a possibility that the captain might be changed with the recruitment of Son?
No.
Venimos de varios días un poco agitados, con partidos tan seguidos, y bueno, ahora con los días que tuvimos la oportunidad de preparar este partido de visitantes. También tenemos la oportunidad de recibir los nuevos compañeros, y bueno, yo creo que es un LAFC que sigue con la misma mentalidad, con las mismas ganas, y esperamos que en este juego de visitante podamos hacer las cosas bastante bien y podamos sumar puntos que nos van a ayudar mucho a acomodarnos y a seguir por el buen camino que vamos en MLS.
Just a reminder for anyone on Zoom, if you have a question, please use the raise your hand function. Josh, do you have anything?
Yeah. Eddie, nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
The
brother.
rest of the way, all MLS, quite a few road games. How do you get better results on the road over this last third of the season?
Well, I think, bueno, creo que confiamos mucho en nuestro equipo. Tenemos un equipo sólido, fuerte, y es la hora de mostrarlo fuera de casa también. Venimos trabajando, sabemos que tenemos varios partidos por fuera y nuestra mentalidad es poder hacer afuera lo que hacemos aquí en casa. Yo creo que hace poco ganamos un partido en Minnesota de visitantes, fue un partido bastante importante para nosotros y bueno, como lo dije, vienen varios partidos fuera, tenemos la mentalidad de ir por todo para cerrar lo mejor posible el año y la verdad que estamos preparados y listos para hacerlo de la mejor forma.
Yeah, you know, we're a really confident team. I think we're a strong team, and it's time that we go show that on the road. You know, obviously we haven't had the best results when we're on the road, but I think now it's time for us to go show how good of a team we are, how strong we are. You know, we had a good result in Minnesota when we were on the road, so I think, you know, it's time for us to go out there and show what we're capable of.
Yeah. You've been here since 2019. You've seen a lot of great things, had a lot of great moments with the club. The signing of Heung-Min, how does that stack up against all the sort of big things the club has done since you've been here, and what's the response from the group? And you guys have had a chance to meet him and talk to him. What's he been like?
Bueno, tener la oportunidad de jugar con este tipo de jugadores siempre aumenta y nos da mucho en general para el equipo. Son jugadores que han estado en el máximo nivel por muchos años y tenerlo hoy como compañero, sabiendo lo que nos va a aportar, yo creo que nos motiva, nos ayuda a que todos estemos en nuestro máximo nivel y la verdad que es eso, ¿no? Somos un equipo fuerte, un equipo que ha venido trabajando juntos y hemos podido encontrar buenas cosas y con este tipo de incorporaciones vamos a encontrar y vamos a seguir potenciando todo lo que hacemos. Así que nada, muy contento de tenerlo como compañero y de nuestra parte yo creo que lo hemos recibido bien, es una gran persona afuera de la cancha y pues dentro de la cancha yo creo que todos saben lo que hace y espero que podamos ayudarle y él pueda ayudarnos a nosotros dentro y fuera de la cancha también.
Yeah, so having the opportunity to play with that type of player, you know, obviously it adds a lot to the team. He's a player that, you know, he's played at the highest levels before for so many years, and I think that helps us and helps motivates us to get to that level. You know, we're going to keep working hard. We're going to keep pushing. Again, like I said, we're a confident team, so we're going to keep working to accomplish what we set out to accomplish. And I think as our son goes, you know, he's a great person on the pitch. He's a great person off the pitch. He's someone that's already helped us a ton, and hopefully, you know, we can help him as well.
Is there any something that you expect particular, like from Sonny, technically or personally?
Bueno, lo que ha sido desde que llegó, los pocos días que tenemos, la verdad que nos empezamos a dar cuenta la calidad de persona que es y en la cancha pues muchos saben todas sus condiciones, sus cualidades y espero y le deseo todo lo mejor con nosotros, que nos pueda ayudar, que esté al 100% y nosotros también vamos a estar ahí para pelear hombro a hombro junto a él y conseguir nuestros objetivos que ya ahora en este fin de temporada se están acercando y estamos preparados para todo lo que viene para pelear juntos.
Yeah, you know, I think we found out pretty quickly the type of person that he is. You know, on the pitch, everyone knows what he brings, but off the pitch, you know, we found out really quickly what a genuine person that he is. So like I mentioned, you know, I think he's someone that can really help us a lot, adds a lot to our team. You know, and again, we're focused on helping him as well, getting him acclimated and getting him up to speed as quickly as possible as well. So, yeah, we're happy to have him, thrilled to have him, and he's a great addition.